Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Yubi guide. And this time we will be covering the Hollyberry Abyss team, as you may have seen other people talk about or upload, so I finally decided to make a video about it myself. However, I did struggle with setting this up quite a little bit, so I definitely think this comp is quite intensive to run. Into the team we go then. So, for this we'll need, obviously, Hollyberry. She will be serving as a milk replacement here, and of course you have to have a higher HP than Werewolf. A very good addition for this is the Ancient Landmark that boosts HP. If you can level this up or well max it, then she will definitely be higher HP than Werewolf and have a lot easier time surviving. Anyway, for Toppings it will be full cooldown, where at least 25% DR, otherwise she might die and that's not really optimal. And I recommend at least 16% cooldown. I've seen people make do with only 15%, but I find it a lot easier if you have at least 16. Then Werewolf, here again as obvious, he needs to have a level 10 candy. The higher of course is the better. And for his toppings, we will be putting him on full crit. For this composition he does not need that much DR, but if you can, I would still recommend getting 10%. But what is really important is that he has at least 8.5% cooldown, because that will allow him to do the most damage and just align the skill really well. Additionally, he also needs attack speed so that he can get the bonus from the ropes. Then, Macaron, she will be on full cooldown again, with as much cooldown as you can get, but this time I definitely recommend to put attack substats on her to keep Werewolf and Hollyberry alive way better. The same applies for Cotton. Just get her cooldown up as much as you can, and then up the attack or the crit if you can. Then Squid Ink, I am running mine on full crit. You can also use full attack or even a mix of crit and attack that I unfortunately don't have built here, but I have the best luck with crit. For them you want definitely a bit of attack speed so that they can get the ropes bonus, but keep in mind they might need a little bit of DR depending on your laps, your statue, your guild, because otherwise they might die at the beginning, so be careful. I definitely recommend putting a little tiny bit of DR on them. Again, the treasures are the same as usual: scroll, ropes and cloak. But before we go into the fight, I would like to show some alternatives. If you remember, I had a video before, the Mega Abyss Guide, where I had a team for tri-healers, people that couldn't run the normal comp well, that I was struggling to keep it alive. And this also works with Hollyberry. I definitely think this is better than the one with Brute, because it's a lot safer. If you can use the one with Brute, then use the one with Brute. But this is a lot safer, and actually the damage is quite the same. If you don't want to use Pomegranate, you can also use Carol for this. But if you use Carol, you're better off using a mixer on Werewolf. Anyway, let's go into the fight with the new comp. It is normal for your Hollyberry or maybe your Werewolf to die at the very last second, so you won't really lose any damage, especially if your Hollyberry dies. It's totally fine, and it happens, because getting her up VR is quite difficult. But yeah, this is what I should be expecting. Sometimes my damage will dip a little bit if my Werewolf gets debuffed. It's something you can't really do much about, unfortunately. But yeah, as long as he survives, it's okay. Anyway, about to look like this, expect something like that. of course, everything matters on your labs, your bonds, and so forth. So yeah, I hope that was helpful to you. Here we go.